Hello friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Monday, Memorial Day. That's May the 25th, 2020. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you decided to come along for the ride today. Well, it is Memorial Day, a day where we reflect on those who gave their lives for our freedoms here in America. Now, I know I have a lot of viewers in other parts of the world, and I know that many of you really respect America for who we are, and I just appreciate that. So to all my non-American friends out there, I send greetings on a very proud day here in the United States of America. Now, I remember Michael and I served in Great Britain for 3 years as missionaries, and we worked there planting a couple of churches, and while we were there, it was one of the most remarkable and fabulous times of our marriage and of our ministry and of our lives, being able to live in Great Britain, live in England for 3 years. It was a time where we had to do quite a bit of finagling and fill out a lot of forms, and back in the day a lot of things were paper and pen, and this would have been in the late 80s, early 90s, and we moved there in 1989, the beginning of 89, and left at the very end of 1991, so it was 3 years that we were living there. So our first 6 months we went in as students to train, and we had a student visa, and then we got a temporary visitor visa, and then we became temporary residents, which meant we were tax-paying citizens of England. So we actually paid our poll tax every month, and it was just a joy. We didn't know how long we were going to be there, but we knew that every so often we had to renew our visas. Well, it came around the time to renew our third visa for a residence visa, and Michael and I both got kind of a check in our hearts, and it was like, no, you're finished now, which was bittersweet because we missed our homeland, but at the same time, we had become such a part of Great Britain that it was hard to imagine we were going to be leaving everything we had there. We had a lovely little flat. We were working actively in a number of different projects with the churches there, and we started a soup kitchen, and we started all kinds of different projects, and it was a marvelous, wonderful time. Puppet ministry. It was a wonderful, wonderful time for us, but it was time to go. And you know, it's a funny thing because again, there was trepidation because I was leaving the last 3 years of my life of what we built, and we were coming back to something unsure, but we were coming home to our homeland. So with the same trepidation of moving to England, even though we knew it was going to be temporary, we had the same sort of trepidation coming back, but this time we came back knowing we were coming back to family and friends and the ministry base where we had come from, that had sent us. We were going back there to give a full report of our last 3 years of ministry. But here's the thing that I remember the most out of the transition, and that is this. As we worked to get those one-way tickets back, and we finally got back, at the time we were residents of California, so we flew into LAX, and then we decided that we were going to go on, and I'm sorry, we flew into JFK to New York first, because we were going to go and stay with my parents for a little while, and then fly back to California. So the first place that we landed when we landed back on American soil was New York City. So I remember getting off the plane, carrying our bags, walking slowly, feeling very tired. We had 2 flights to get there. We had to stop in Amsterdam and all that, and we got back to the United States. And I remember as we rounded a corner, there was a big giant sign that said, "Welcome to the United States of America." There was a big, big flag, beautiful Old Glory there, picture of the president, and I just remember falling to my knees and weeping because I was back in my country. I was back in the USA, and it was the weirdest feeling because it should have said "Welcome back to the USA" for us, but of course it just said "Welcome to the USA" because that was for everybody getting off the plane. So as people were scurrying by us and all that, I froze, and I looked at Michael and I said, "Honey, we're back in the United States." He said, "Yeah, I know." I said, it's weird, huh? He said, yeah, we're not hearing British accents. We're hearing more American accents now, the majority of people. And the workers there and all that. And stopping to get coffee and hearing people with American accents, New York accents. It was really rather strange. But I remember I stopped in my tracks. But not only did I stop in my tracks, boys and girls, but I actually fell to my knees because I was so proud. Just this overwhelming pride, American pride, came over me to say, despite our troubles, despite our worries, despite all the things, and we were actually had been involved with the Gulf War. The first Gulf War, the Operation Desert Storm, happened while we were living abroad. So that was kind of rattling to be away from your home country while your home country's at war. Thankfully, Britain was allies with us, but still, it was still rattling. But I remember getting there, falling on my knees, feeling overwhelmed that I was an American. And I actually did something I never thought I would do in a million years. And for those of you who are germaphobes, please forgive me, but I kissed the floor, kissed the ground. And I just was so happy. It was just a quick, little peck, wipe my mouth. But that is the type of pride that we should have for our nation. Because as I said, despite our troubles, despite our worries, despite this craziness going on with coronavirus, which is not only a U.S. problem, but a global problem, that's for another time to talk about. But I was still so proud. So God bless America. I will say it, and I will say it loudly. God bless America. Everybody, God bless America. No matter who you are, no matter what color skin you have, no matter what your family heritage is, no matter which church, mosque, or temple you worship in, it makes no difference. If you are an American citizen, join with me and say it loud. God bless America. Now listen, go be a blessing to somebody today. Tell them you love America and you're proud to be an American, okay? And for those of you who just need to encourage somebody out there, be that blessing because you may be the only one who is today. Remind them how proud you are to be an American and encourage them and remind them about all the lovely freedoms they have being Americans. And also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time another Take Two is posted. Now, I do have a bit of an announcement, and that is this. For the next week, we're going to be working on upgrades, and we're going to be tweaking this program that I do for you. So I am going to be on the down low for the next week. There won't be any Take Twos for the rest of the week. The next time you'll see me will be on Monday, June the 1st, as we work to tweak and upgrade and fine-tune my Take Twos. So I will not be on Facebook, nor will I be on YouTube New, but you'll have all those old YouTube Take Twos you could watch. So go back and maybe watch some old ones and maybe be blessed by them, okay? And I will see you in 1 week's time, okay? With a brand new and improved Take Two. I love you all very much. Listen, have a safe and wonderful holiday, and I will see you in 1 week when we resume on June the 1st. I love you all very much. I will see you then. Bye-bye.